On the phone at this time on Blitz, Mandy Brittain, the head competition cheerleading coach at White County. Mandy, thank you so much for your time here on Blitz.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's our pleasure. Now, talk about a great season for you for the White County cheerleading squad, placing second in the Region 8 AAA. Just give your basic season recap in your words.
All right, well, placing second at Region is an awesome accomplishment for these girls. We had a very rough start in our competitions, and our highest placement throughout our season was second place. We did not win any competitions this season, and the girls have worked really hard, and they just really pushed themselves, and they knew that they had to do well in region to go forward, and they pulled through, and it's been great. I mean, it's an awesome accomplishment for them.
That's awesome. I didn't realize that the team hadn't placed that high all season. Now that says a lot. Also, I'm sure about the makeup of the squad that you have. Talk about the senior leadership you've got and just the overall group of girls you have to work with.
The seniors are awesome. We have 4 seniors on the floor and 1 alternate due to injuries, but these seniors have been with me since freshman, and they have just worked their tails off. They really have, and they have become leaders on this squad, on and off the mat. Now, the squad is mostly made up of underclassmen, freshmen and sophomores. We have 3 juniors to accompany the 4 seniors, but they've just worked really hard to get to where we have come.
Now, that's actually good because the last 3 years you finished 6th place in 2009, 5th place in 2010, and then this year, as we mentioned, 2nd place in the region competition. Tell us what that says about the program direction right now, and that's got especially, like you just said, with the group being mostly underclassmen.
I tell you what, it's awesome. Last year we were definitely brokenhearted with our 5th place finish, just 1 away from going to state, and these girls just said, we're not going to take it this year. We're not going to let that happen again, and I think from here on out they know that they have to continue to work hard all the way through that very last competition in order to do what they want to do, So they have really, really done what they needed to do, and it's been great.
Yeah, now, Coach, I enjoy covering all the high school sports, and one time, there is one sport, and that is competition cheerleading, where I don't think a lot of people understand just how much goes into that. Defend competition cheerleading as a sport in general, and just talk about the tough preparation that these cheerleaders have to go through and the amount of practice they have to endure.
Oh, my goodness. It's a very tough sport. Now, when you're lifting a human above your head, it definitely takes some strength. And not only that, but endurance. I mean, our routine is only 2.5 minutes, but we are going nonstop 100 miles per hour throughout that entire 2.5 minutes. They have to do jumps. They have to tumble. They have to lift these girls in the air, run across the mat, do cheers, yell. I mean, it definitely takes a lot of strength and endurance to get through this routine. And not to mention, I mean, these girls, we practice 2 hours, 5 days a week, and if we're not competing on Saturday, we're practicing on Saturday. So these girls work 6 days a week. Right. It takes a lot, definitely.
Yeah, it does, and then a lot of times you see a lot of big injuries too, unfortunately. But I mean, it's pretty tough what they got to go through. Now, I guess last question for you. Interestingly enough, White County has never made it to the state competition, as you told me earlier. What makes this state competition? First of all, what have you been telling your girls leading up to this? Now that they know they're going, and what are your expectations? And talk about what makes this competition different from just an ordinary competition.
Well, we have set goals throughout the season, and of course, our ultimate goal was to make it to state. Because we've never been there. And I just looked at the girls yesterday at practice, and I said, we've met our goal. I said, but why stop here? Once we reach one goal, we have to set more. We have to write down more goals to accomplish. And we have not completely 100% hit this routine perfect. And that's what we want to do. That's what we're going into Friday to do. And when we do it, then we'll move on to the Sweet 16 and compete for the top notch on Saturday. But it's big. It's a big accomplishment, and I think the girls are ready.
Well, we're very proud of you. Mandy, thank you so much again for taking time out for us here on the show. We appreciate it. Congrats on a great season, and we're going to cheer for your cheer squad and hope they do very well at the state competition.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Coach. After this short break, we're back in the studio with our Blitz Player of the Week. Don't go anywhere.